minor seventh chords on the E string. You're going to encounter minor seventh chords. They'll often have a little minus symbol instead of, sometimes they'll have a lowercase m. All a minor chord is the root, in this case E, and then the seventh, hence minor seventh chord. And you can find the seventh by playing the same fret. So we were on 0 fret, 2 strings up. So we were on the E string, now we're on the D string to get the seventh. A minor chord also has a minor third. That minor third can be found on the same fret, 2 strings up, in this case on the G. So to get an E minor 7 chord, all I do is I play E, I play the seventh, which is D, and I play the third, which is G. And they all happen to be open strings. Now, if I had a capo, I could clamp it onto any fret I wanted, and it would still be a minor 7th chord. I don't have a capo, but guess what? I have my hand. And so in order to play an F minor 7th chord, I just take that same pattern and move it up 1 fret. Because I know that when I've got the root down here on the E string, the 7th is always going to be on the same fret, 2 strings up, and the 3rd is always going to be on the same fret, 3 strings up, because that's just how the guitar works. So that's my F minor 7 chord. You can kind of see that I'm all on the same fret there, but I need both fingers to do my bore chord. So if I know this is F, this has got to be F sharp, because F sharp is just 1 fret up. So there's my F sharp minor 7 chord. Here's my G minor 7 chord. Here's my A flat minor 7 chord. Here is my A minor 7 chord. Here is my B flat minor 7 chord. Here is my B minor 7 chord. Here is my C minor 7 chord. That's C sharp or D flat. There's my D flat minor 7 chord. Oh, and it just happens to sound pretty good in that register of the instrument. Here's my D minor 7 chord. Here's my E flat. Here's my E. So, one way to practice this is to play a minor blues. So, there's my G minor 7 chord. And then I'm going to shift that whole pattern up here to the C minor 7 chord, back down, and then D minor, C minor, G. And that'll give you a minor blues. Have fun practicing that. If you don't know, though, where the notes are on the E string, that's a matter of straight up memorization. And I would start from the open, and I would also start from the octave, the double dots. So you know that's E and that's E, you know, what comes after E, F? It's got to be either here or here. But you remember that E and F have a half step between them, so it's got to be there. That's G, that's A, that's B, C, D, and E. And all those notes in between have 2 names. So this is E, this is F, this is F sharp, but this could also be G flat. This is G. I call this A flat, but it could also be G sharp. There's A. This is B flat, but it could also be A sharp. There's B, C. This could be C sharp. D. Could be D sharp, but is usually E flat. Make sure you memorize those notes on the E string if you haven't already. All right, those are your minor 7 chords on the E string.